Right, we've moved on to the Campbell lawn, and there's a lot of cars here as well. And there's a nice one in the corner here. It's a Ford RS1600, and we're going to talk to the owner of it, whose name is? Kevin. Okay, Kevin, can you tell us a little bit about your lovely car here?
Yes, I acquired it in '83, and it was a bit not too bad considering its age, 10 years old, with 90,000 on it. And over the years, I've slowly been doing bits and pieces to it and trying to keep it as much original as I could.
Right.
The engine was no good when I got it, so I had to leave it with a twin cam for 30 years.
Okay, so let's start at the end. Let's have a look in there. So this is obviously not the original, as you said.
No, this is the original now.
Oh, this is the original. You put the original back in again.
I managed to afford to do it.
Oh, right. Okay. So it had a replacement before.
Yeah, that's right.
And so this is, what is it?
It's an RS1600 BDA. It's the first 16-valve Ford did for the road, basically.
Okay.
They made these alongside the Lotus twin cam version, side by side at Halewood, and then they moved the plant to another plant where they started doing them sort of more of them, basically.
Right.
So this is one of the first 500 they actually built.
Okay.
So it's quite a rare car. Well, that's on a J plate. It's actually a 1970 car.
Oh, I see.
It's
right,
a June
okay.
70.
So when you say it's a 500, what does that mean?
Well, they only made 500 of these in 1 year.
500
at particular 500 of these cars.
Oh, the car.
Actually,
right,
the whole car.
Yeah.
Then they moved them to Averley. This was a Halewood car.
Right.
And then they moved them to Averley, which was a lot more. They made more of them, about 1,000 or 1,500 cars they made.
Right. Okay. So this is an early.
A very early car. Yeah.
What sort of horsepower does this produce?
It's only about 116 brake, which is
right.
It's not very high, but it's quite a light car. So obviously power to weight, it's actually still
it
quite.
goes quite well.
Yeah, it goes quite well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the BDA revs higher as well.
Do you use it for any sprinting, anything like that?
Nothing. It has been around Goodwood years ago in '83 in the wet. Was fun. And I track day at Castle Combe years ago, but that's really as much as I've done with it. You know.
Okay.
It was built by a famous racing driver, Dave.
We've got a name here. I was going to ask about that.
Yeah.
David Brodie,
Dave
2018.
Brodie. Yeah. Well, he built this. He commissioned this car because he built a car in the 70s, which no one could beat, basically.
Okay.
And he still holds a record at Crystal Palace.
Right.
And anyway, he built this car as someone wanted a car, same as his car, race car, but just looking the same. So he built it as a road car, and that's what it stayed, as a road car. So it's never had a roll cage in it, it's never been raced, apart from a track day. So that's it, really. And I've owned it since '83.
So, I mean, the outer appearance of this, we've got the flared wheel arches. Were these originally built like this?
No,
been added?
This is
something that he did.
He did, yeah, exactly. I think he bought the car from Ford's, because he was sponsored by Ford.
Right.
They bought the car and it was white, ermine white, and then they took it. They didn't register the car. They took it to a body shop and they put all the arches on, the wheels on, painted everything that was white black, and then basically he sold it, commissioned it on and sold it. But he did a test. He did a test. A test stay with it for Customer Car magazine.
Right.
Which this appears in 1970 in June.
Goodness me. You've got a copy of that, obviously.
Yes, I have, yeah. Yes, I have.
And this is probably on display, is it? No, you've got it in your folder. No, there it is, look.
That's the
magazine. Good old Custom Car magazine.
That's the magazine, September 71. And where are we? And there it is.
Well, it's featured in there, look, there it is. Yeah.
There it is.
Wow. That's nice to have, isn't it? Nice to have found that from all that time ago. I
went to a local car meeting in Staines, and I had the car. I'd been out of sort of, no one's seen the car for about 10, 15 years.
Yeah.
And there was about 10 people there, and 4 people knew the car. They knew it by the registration number.
Really?
They knew the previous owners. I thought, blimey, you can't hide nothing from anyone
amazing,
these days.
Isn't it? It's amazing. Yeah, there's obviously a big enthusiast following for these anyway,
there is.
Isn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Lovely looking vehicle. Credit to you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's all right, no problem.
Right, we're on the Campbell lawn still. Good selection of cars along here. Nice Ford there, a Humber, and we've got a rather good looking Triumph 2000 here. And hopefully we're going to speak to the owner. Hello there, sir.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. And what's your name?
Perry.
You're Perry,
Yeah.
and this is your Triumph 2000.
Yeah, 1966 Triumph 2000. It's a Mark 1. And as you can see, it's not bad, Nick.
It looks very nice from what I can see here.
Yeah.
Very, very shiny. You're keeping this well. You've had it long?
This one we had about 2 years.
2 years now.
Yeah.
Have you had Triumphs before?
Yes, we've had, the last car I had was a Triumph Vitesse that we restored from the chassis upwards.
All right, yeah.
But then I had to find an automatic because I can't drive a manual car anymore.
No,
With a broken leg.
with your bad leg there.
So we hunted around and we finally found this. And we put it back to what we would call original.
Right.
It wasn't quite as good as this when we bought it. Had the wrong wheels on and
Yeah. So we're back to the original wheels on this, are we then? Oh yeah, steel wheels.
Yeah, taken all the add-ons off.
Yeah.
Had all sorts of bits and pieces that had been added onto it, so we took it all back. Taken the car back to all
To get it as original as you can, really.
original as we can.
Yeah.
And that's the result.
It's beautiful.
It looks nice.
Shall we just walk along, if we can walk along the side?
Yeah, I can go. Yeah.
We'll have a look in the interior here.
It's, as you can see, it's got all the original interior.
So that's the original interior.
Just
yeah.
all had a thorough clean and rejuvenate.
Right.
New carpets and stuff.
Has it been reupholstered at some point?
No, they're
Or is it
original
just
seats.
still original, is it?
They are the original seats.
They've
Back and
lasted
front.
quite well, haven't they, really?
There's still a little bit of work to be done on it. But
Yeah.
we put new carpets in and things like that,
Yeah.
just to make it look nice.
And you've got a period picnic basket
Got to have the picnic basket in
that
the back.
matches the interior.
That just coincidence. That is, it does match.
I
the
bet you
interior.
searched high and low for that.
No, we had
You
it
say,
in one.
just coincidentally.
We had it in one of our other cars.
Did you
It's
really?
actually never been used.
Yeah.
It's still brand spanking new.
Right.
And
What year is that from then?
that's 1955. that
55?
was, yeah.
Goodness
And
me.
it was never ever used.
Right.
But we bought it for a Vandenploy that we had.
Yeah.
And used to sit in the back of that because the Vandenploy had the fold down tables in the back of the chairs.
Right.
In the back
Yeah.
of the
Yep. I
seats.
know. Yep.
So it all complemented it, but it just happened to be the same colour as
Yeah.
the upholstery, which is a coincidence.
Okay. It's brilliant.
So we decided to keep it.
So engine-wise, it's a
This has got
2-litre
it's a 2000 straight 6
straight six
engine
Yeah.
with twin Stromberg carburetors on it.
Right. Are we able to look at
Of
that?
course you
Yeah.
Hasn't been restored under there yet. But
No. Oh, I don't know. Looks pretty good to me. So yeah, nice straight 6 2-litre.
yeah, straight 6 2 litre. Twin Stromberg carburetors on.
Right.
It's bulletproof. It's more like a truck engine, but
Yeah. It pulls quite nicely in this car, doesn't it?
yeah. It's got an automatic gearbox, which is Baldwin 35
Right.
gearbox. Only a 3-speed, but it's also got kick down on it.
Okay.
So when you get to a hill, you just
You can just put your foot down,
put
it'll
your
drop
foot
you
down,
down.
and
Yeah,
up the
the
hill
way
it
you go.
goes. No problem at all.
Great.
But the reason I've left it like that is it's running perfect.
You don't want to
And if
mess
it's-
about with it,
if
really, do you?
it's- No.
No.
If it's not broke, don't fix it.
Quite. Yeah, that's a good maxim.
But it's a good engine,
Yeah.
and it's a
So
lovely,
looks it.
lovely cruisy car.
Yeah.
I think back in its day, the police used to buy them as well. I think I remember.
Yeah,
rightly.
they had 2000s and 2.5s as well.
2.5,
I think they had,
yeah,
didn't they,
yeah,
as well.
this is the one
Traffic cars were 2.5 litres.
Which followed on from this, I
Mm.
think, didn't it? It was slightly later.
Yeah.
But this one was a bit older, October.
Right,
66.
October 66.
Yeah. But,
Yeah, nice looking vehicle. Credit to you, and it should give you a good few years yet, I think,
yes.
shouldn't it?
Yeah, it'll do me.
Yeah,
I'm not
fantastic.
going to do another one. I'll sell it, so I've got
This
to
is your
keep-
last one, is it then?
I keep saying that.
Yeah, until the next one.
Every time I go to a show, I see another car, and I think,
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll do that one.
no,
Lovely. Well, thank you for showing us around your
it's
car
been an
today.
absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
It's and a lovely day.